Okay, I'm gonna do something a little bit different tonight. Some news came my way yesterday that I was really surprised to hear. Um, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I told you guys, I think it was on Call In. I told you that there was someone that I knew that was not, they didn't grow as fast on YouTube, but when they got onto TikTok, they actually just took off and like went viral and everything. Um, that person was Britney. I just found out recently that unfortunately Britney actually died in a car accident with her mother. I want to do a little tribute to her. So I'm going to show you the story so you can see what happened. And then I'm going to show you some of the things that Britney has done. I think like as creators in this space, commentators, creators, whatever, I think we need to come together, especially in these times. She was the first person that I interviewed, very first guest, and you'll see that. But first, I want to show you the news that was announced the other day. I'm still really surprised by this.
People at the scene told her her mother's arms were wrapped around her sister when they got there.
I'm getting through. I'm going through the motions.
Just a day after she lost her mother and sister, Tiffany Smith Cofield can't imagine life without them.
There would never be a time where I'm not going to miss my sister or my mother. They were my best friends. They were everything.
35-year-old Britney Murphy and 60-year-old Cherie Smith were killed in this violent crash on West Tidwell Monday afternoon. They had just left Tiffany's home. Tiffany was heading home and happened upon it.
It looked like her car. Everybody, when I was walking up, they kept saying it. They said a mom and daughter died. A mom and daughter died. And I knew they had left. And I knew the only mom and daughter that was there was going to be my mom. Probably my sisters.
According to police, the truck hit the mother and daughter's car. The investigation is still underway. No one has been charged or cited. Tiffany says a police officer and chaplain prayed with her at the scene.
Those officers really cared.
Britney was a TikTok influencer. In just 4 short months, she went from 4,000 followers to more than 400,000. Tiffany says she was funny and relatable.
I was proud of her. I'm still proud of her. I'm so proud of her. She will always be known as that girl, Britney Joy.
Tiffany is now raising funds for the unexpected funeral costs. The two women were her best friends, and Tiffany says their lives were far from tragic.
That's what I want people to remember about them. Not the way they died, but the way they lived and the life they lived and who they inspired.
Yeah, so I was really surprised to hear this news. Like I said, Britney was my very first guest. Like when I started this podcast, I'll take you back to that moment. We actually did a show called California Exodus. This was over 2 years ago. Britney, for those who are not aware, Britney actually was one of the California exit people. So she grew up in California. She left because it was becoming way too expensive, moved to Arizona, stayed there for like a year or so in the Phoenix area, and then she officially settled down in Texas. When I interviewed her in this interview, she was living in Dallas, and then she moved to Houston to be closer to her sister. So the girl that you just saw in the video that was talking, that was her sister. And then her mother relocated to Texas as well. I'll show you a little bit of this. This feels like it's so long ago.
Let's see. Well, I had started YouTube probably about over 2 years ago, but I didn't start taking it serious until about a year ago. But the main reason for me wanting to do YouTube was because I actually like recording myself. Like I like doing videos. I've always liked doing that since I was like in high school. So I said, oh, you know what? If I can get paid to do this, why not? You know, so I was really treating it as a hobby, and then it became something just second nature. So now I just do YouTube. Like I'm a YouTuber now, and I still can't believe I'm a YouTuber. But I love doing YouTube. Like I could do this full time, definitely.
So hold on to that piece because it's almost like that was foreshadowing, right? I could do this full time. There's another piece from this interview that I thought was important when she talked about leaving California.
Great. So guys, like,
by the way, my audio was horrible. I'm very sorry. I did not have an external mic. That was just like my laptop, my camera for my laptop. Like I didn't have anything like back then at that point. So you could tell it was very first interview.
Today, Brittany and I are going to talk about the mass exodus that is going on in California. So Brittany used to live in Southern California, and I know like you also lived in Arizona, and now you live in Texas.
Yes. So yeah, I am from Los Angeles, California, really Southern California, but I say LA because people don't know where like Rancho Cucamonga is at. It's a suburb about 45 minutes outside of LA. But my whole family's from LA, so we just say LA. But yeah, there is what did you say it was, a California exodus going on? Like I've met so many people out here that have moved from California, and it's mainly because of the prices just spiking up and just getting higher and higher. Even in the areas like the suburbs, like far out from LA, like an hour away from LA, the prices are still sky high. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I just was there for Christmas to visit family, and I noticed that there's like the homeless problem has really gotten worse. Like it's really gotten almost as bad as San Francisco. Like,
so this is just to show you pieces of that interview. Again, that was over 2 years ago. When was this take place? I didn't even do live streams back then. I did uploads. This video was published. Do you not give me a date on the computer anymore? The computer is like, YouTube is weird. I don't know why I can't see the date on the computer. Anyway, over 2 years ago, right? Oh, here we go. January 9th, 2021. So yeah, that was the very first interview. And I just want you to hold on to that because remember she said that she could do this full time. So she didn't grow as fast on YouTube. Like a lot of us had this struggle. She grew very quickly on TikTok. Like she'd only been on there for 4 months. Her YouTube channel has 5.24K subscribers. It's called That Girl Britney Joy. And this is when she announced that she went viral. So this is very recent. This was only like 4 months ago when she went viral on TikTok. It happened very fast for her.
Y'all, like I can't believe, let me see where we at now. It's probably like 60 point something. Hold on. Whoa. Every time I get on here, it's like overwhelming love. Like, this is crazy. I have one video that's at 2 million views, another one at 1.9 million views, 90,000 views, 100,000 views. This one's at 800,000 views, 300,000 views, 300,000 views. Like, oh my gosh, like my TikTok, if y'all are not on there already so y'all can see, my TikTok name is That Girl Britney Joy, and we are at 61.5 thousand views. Followers. We are at 61.5 thousand followers, bitch.
That was when she first went viral, and she just continued growing from there. And it got to the point where she was able to quit her job. So this video was just 2 months ago when she announced that she quit and she was going to do this all full time. And she got sponsorships and everything.
Going viral and stuff on TikTok. I've been getting a lot of companies hitting me up and stuff like that. And it's been hard to like juggle my job and do the sponsorships and have these videos out at the same time. And I'm like, why am I like, I should be working on my dream. Like I should step out on faith like God wants me to. Cause I've been wanting to do this for a minute anyway. Okay, I've been wanting to lead for a minute. But yesterday was literally, okay, I went on my lunch break and I just didn't come back from my lunch break. I just didn't come back. Now
and she goes into more detail there. So I just Like that was just like 2 months ago. And like it's kind of hard like going back and watch like some of those older videos just because there's so many people when you do this, there's so many people you get to meet, right? You get to meet a lot of interesting people, right? So like I got to meet like Britney, like I got to meet like a lot of guests, a lot of people that you've seen on the show. And people come and go. And what I mean by that is I've seen a lot of people like they have started channels and then they're here for a minute. A lot of the people that were around like when I first started, like they've stopped like making video. Like I don't see them anymore. I don't hear from them anymore. And she just kept at it and she kept going. And then the moment she got on TikTok, like she just blew up like immediately. She makes very funny videos on TikTok. So that ended up being like her platform that was really doing the thing for her. Her videos have like over millions of views like on TikTok. And what's really sad about this is the fact that I go back to that first conversation that I had with her where she said, I feel like I could do this full time. And she finally got to that point where she could do it full time. And it's like her life was just cut short. And I don't really know what to say, but it's really sad. Like it really hurt me like last night when I saw that because I didn't think that was real. I was like, this story can't be real, but it really hurts. And so like those of us like in like the creator community and stuff like that, like you're there with each other in the beginning and you're there with people like in the end. And a lot of people like give up and she never gave up and she just kept doing it. And it's just so sad. Like it really hurts. It made me feel some kind of way. It really does. So I did want to do like some type of tribute to her. So shout out to Britney. If you go to her TikTok channel, That Girl Britney Joy, like if you go to TikTok right now and you type in That Girl Britney Joy, all you see are just videos of people saying rest in power. So you know, do that if you can as well. But I'll tell you guys, like, you know, if you have a dream or something that you feel that you should be doing, like tomorrow is not promised to any of us. None of us. But yeah, that made me feel some kind of way.